my life has been pretty charmed. So ultimately, my philosophy was if you get out of the way, the universe will only wants good for you.
Mm.
So get out of the way and I'll show you
Well,
how.
mm,
Even today, I mean, there's stuff that goes on with me that can be devastating, like losing my dog or losing a friend. I'm like a human being like everybody else. But what I latched on over the years is meditation. And not meditation where I'm there in silence and just trying to zone out, but more mindfully where you get to a space where you train your brain to have these muscles to go, like say I'm grieving over something. I don't want to just forget about it. I mean, I have to go through the whole process of grieving,
yeah.
but I can't be doing that 24/7. There's a lot
Mhm.
of grieving. So you take a time out and then I go to my meditation practices and regroup that I had and I go back to the whole thing about being HIV positive since like 1981,
Mm.
1981. And when people were dying, I asked myself, why was it not me? So
Mhm.
that was my first initial um, deep work about finding my purpose.
Mm.
I know my purpose, and then my intention was to carry that out, and that's what I did, and that's what I do. You know,
Thank you for this time as always, and we love you, and it's good to see you.
oh, hi guys,
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Talk to you soon.
sweet dreams. Have a nice
Okay.
day.
You too.
Mwah.
Okay. Bye.
I grew up in Hawaii and went away to college, and then I moved to New York. I became a concert dancer and started doing Broadway shows. I've been HIV positive for about 40 years. When I first found out, like everybody, I thought I was going to die. And then I found out in 1995 that I was going to live. The drugs became available, and I thought, now I have a future. 10 years ago, I moved to Cathedral City, and when I retired, I was busier than I was working because I was able to do all the things that I love to do, that I was looking forward to do, and I was free to just go and do it. Your mind and your life is a terrible thing to waste. So I make sure I do meditate every day, and it keeps me grounded, keeps me happy. I also still haven't given up on performing. Twice a week, I meet with my spoken word group, and we chat and then practice for upcoming shows. Aging eventually slips in just to turn off the lights.
Amazing.
So I continue to stay in touch with the people who matter most to me. My friends in Hawaii, my friends in New York. Calling old friends keeps me connected to my past. Aloha.
Oh, aloha, baby.
Okay, thank you so much. Love you. Bye-bye. Let's go. 3 old people coming through. I have scoliosis in my lower back, and every specialist that I've been to says that I should be in a wheelchair. And from the get-go, I know it's because of my yoga practice. All right, here we go. Let's start bouncing. Good. So pulling our zipper up, lengthening our spine. So what I did was I started to develop this practice called Yoga Chi. And that is what I teach. It's very esoteric in terms of what your spirit is, your breath is, and your source of energy, and not just standing there and holding a pose. Good, and we're gonna splash it into ourselves. Inhale, take the chi ball, take the chi energy in. I hope people know that as you get older, you don't have to buy the picture that people tell us it's supposed to be. You can still go faster and continue to be an example for others in your community. I think ultimately being fearless in different points has saved my life, but basically being fearless has defined me, defined my life, and I hope to share that with others. I believe that elders should be revered. In the Asian culture, my culture, you elevate them, you take care of them, and I think what's happened is obviously we don't have that in America. We don't have that kind of concern. We should be looked at as walking books of knowledge, which is what we're trying to do here. Right? We're trying to like impart knowledge, and I think if anything, part of the legacy, our legacy, is to do that. Don't just disappear with all that information. Like I would love to, if my mother was still around,
Yeah.
I would answer the pertinent questions
Yes.
that she went through, and she would become like a girlfriend. But But yeah, so that all of that value, that worth of knowledge just goes boop. And unless they write a book or they leave like a podcast, for people to reference. I think essentially what we're doing is a service, and we're doing it for our own tribe, and it guarantees the continuation of our tribe. Now I walk in beauty. Beauty is before me. Beauty is behind me, above and below me. Now I walk in beauty. Beauty is before me. Beauty is behind me, above and below me.
Where I live, there are rainbows with life in the laughter of morning and starry nights. Where I live, there are rainbows and flowers full